Go at B&J's Custom. Um, this is the third oil pan for the Dodge Coronet 74. Little fact about these cars right here that I found out by running the VIN is this motor right here is a 440 mopar engine. See if I can see right there. It's a 440 mopar engine, and these cars right here, this 1974 Dodge Coronet, never came with a 440 engine. They came with 400 big blocks, and most of them came with 318s, which is a small block. The problem I kept running into was the oil pan kept hitting on the K member right there, where all that sticker is right here on this K member. It kept hitting, and the reason why was because that this K member right here was never set up for a 440 oil pan. So this is the third pan that I put on. I actually had this pan on right here last time. As you can see, it was hitting right here in the front where that sticker is tore up. I had these two oil pans on there. Neither one of them work, but I ended up talking to the people at Mancini Racing the other day, and I got these small block to big block motor mounts, because when I ran the VIN on this car here, this car actually came back to be a 318 car. So it originally was never set up for a big block. So as you can see, this new oil pan that I just got that came in today, it has a lot more space in the front right here, so it can clear that K member. But the only problem with it is it has a long oil sump. So it actually is going to sit lower to the ground, and it's actually a 7-quart oil pan. So this part number right here is I don't know how to say that all the way. I guess that's Madonna. I think this is 310 10 is the part number. So 31010 is the part number for this pan. If anybody is having that problem with the mopar oil pan, I mean from a small block to a big block oil pan hidden. Let's see if I can. I was trying to find the box, but I guess I ain't gonna find it. But again, like I said, this pump, this pan here is the part number for it is 31010, and this pan right here with this gap right here in the front will allow for the clearance to go over the back of that K member right there. So Mancini Racing also sent me these right here. And basically what these do right here is these switch over the small block, the small block motor mounts, the frame mounts, and it allows the big block motor mounts to fit into the small block frame mounts. So I just wanted to give y'all that little update on this, and now I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in, and I'll get back with y'all later when I got it sitting in there. Right, here we go again, giving y'all an update. Here it is. Motor mounts are in. That's one. That's the other motor mount right there. They both in and tightened down. there it is. I'm really not happy with this whole situation because, well, not that I'm not happy with the situation, but I'm not happy with this job because you probably can't tell on the camera, but by looking at that oil pan, that engine is in there crooked. And the way I found out is I tried to mount this transmission up, and the transmission has a big gap on this side. I can close that gap over here on this side, but when I come back here to the mounts, I can't close that gap because it's hitting against the side of this mount over here. So what that tells me is, that tells me either the motor mount setup that we got is not the correct motor mount setup, which is quite possible because this car never came with a 440 in it. This car only came with a 400, so when you start swapping engines around, you get things like this right here. But I mean, you kind of can see it right there where that engine is not, it's higher on the passenger side, and it's also cocked to one side, and that's why I can't mount that transmission. So I'm gonna leave it like this and let the owner take a look at it so he can see what he want to do. It's only one or two options. Like I said, since this car never came with a 440, we could have the wrong mounts up here. But we got these from Mancini Racing, and they assured me that these were the right engine mounts to do a small block to a big block, because this was a 318 small block car. And so he assured me that these were the right mounts. Now the only other issue it could be is that somebody already did some fabrication on this K member, and that could be possible too to a car that's 45, 46 years old. It's possible it could happen. It is very possible. So all I can say is I'm gonna let the owner take a look at it, see what he thinks about it. If I was willing to put my money on it, I would bet that there's been some fabrication done to this K member before, and they did the fabrication to fit a different engine. And then now this 440 is not gonna fit because it was never supposed to fit. Now you see how close this oil pan right here is up against this K member? Okay, look on this side. You got plenty of room in here between the K member and the oil pan. But when you get over to this side, it is completely touching and rubbing on there. And if you get another look at it, you see how far over that oil pan is. That oil pan should be dead center in the middle where it wouldn't be rubbing on that side. But because it's not, that means that that engine is not only higher on one side, that also means that that engine is cocked and turned to one side too. And that's why, again, like I said, I can't mount the transmission. So, like they say, this a little bit past my pay grade. I mean, we could spend hundreds and thousands of more dollars before we figure out what the real problem is. I'm not really a Mopar guy, so I don't know how this older car is supposed to look. So we'd probably be better off getting somebody that know these cars to come and take a look at it so we can figure out exactly what the problem is so we can catch it right now, but for right now, the motor is installed. Got that new oil pan. It worked perfectly. And I guess I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. This is the 74 Dodge Coronet, and this is a fail. Like, subscribe, comment. On the road to 1K. I'm a ways away from it, but go ahead, subscribe. It don't cost you anything. Just go ahead, hit the like button. Also, being Jay's Custom, get at me at Diesel Mechanic 8, 318-701-0629 for any work. And we out.